hi, this is part 2. We're still here outside.
Yeah.
We're just continuing, but we're going to break it up because I'm told that good podcasters do really creative things.
Yeah, like stealing other podcasters' ideas.
Yeah, and pictures and everything.
And pictures and jokes and just reference them constantly.
So, people often ask me, nobody asks me,
No one likes to talk to you.
Yeah, they say, hey, you,
hey,
stop
guy.
looking at me, guy. And, Kevin Smith has been ignoring my constant emails, calls, phone calls. I've shown up outside of his house. He's ignoring me. I have a great idea for a movie for Kevin Smith.
Tried to burn down his comic book store?
Yep, and you probably are all asking, well, what's this great idea, right, Chase? You're probably like, what's this great idea?
Yes.
I think I told you about the great idea. So you'll have to help me with it because it's been a long time.
Oh, we did this on our trip to Edmonton.
Yes. So I came up with an idea for a movie called B&B.
Bed and Breakfast.
Bed and Breakfast.
Yes.
So the movie, or the name, is just going to be B with a plus, B. So it's B and B. But the plus is going to look more like a cross, like a crucifix.
Yes.
Like a cross.
Like a cross.
Because this bed and breakfast is run by kindly old Mr. Parks that Kevin Smith had in the Walrus movie and other movies.
He reminds me kind of a Christoph Waltz kind of character,
Yeah.
It's like he just kind of appeared.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Christoph Waltz is like 80 years old and he just showed up in movies.
He's probably like 50.
He could be 50.
60.
He could be old looking. He could be in his 30s.
No, heck no. He's old.
So B&B takes place in a northern Manitoba community because, this will be the fourth in Kevin Smith's installments.
This will be the fourth of his trilogy.
The fourth of his trilogy. And Michael Parks and some old lady. I don't know what the actress would be because I don't follow. I'd like to say maybe Kristen Stewart in old lady makeup, but no. It's some old lady.
Aunt May. From Spider-Man.
Are running a bed and breakfast. As you know, in Canada, we've got a lot of bed and breakfasts.
Do we?
Manitoba. Apparently. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And those are people that have really big homes, usually that rent out rooms and stuff like this.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this old couple have a number of secrets.
Oh, yeah, secrets.
Because we all have secrets.
Yes.
And they're highly religious.
Maybe. Yes.
They're hardcore, fundamentalist, Christian, Jehovah's, you name it. Green Day. They're everything. I don't know what that means. They're everything. Green Day. And they also have quite a bit of booty, I might say.
Some loot.
They have loot.
There's a lot of looting to be done in their house.
He's comes from a long line of pirates. Now hear me out. Pirates from the Hudson Bay. And he has a lot of gold doubloons.
Yeah.
He's loaded with doubloons. He's got a vault or something in his house. He's got doubloons. Well,
he's got an old treasure chest.
It's
all mossy.
Doubloons. Yes. Somehow, a couple of young people get a whiff of this. Somehow, maybe I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe somebody told a friend. I don't know. Excuse me. A little bit gassy.
I thought originally it was what we originally said was they robbed a store and then they tried to lay low in a bed and breakfast. I thought that's what we were.
That's even better. There we go. So we got a couple of robbers who robbed some crappy rural gas station that's ran out of gas or something.
We're running out of gas up here. Please help us.
This couple is going to be the heroine, Kristen Stewart, and the hero, Justin Long, maybe? I don't know.
Probably Ben Affleck, knowing Kevin Smith.
Ben Affleck's like 50 and Kristen Stewart's like a hot 18. I don't know.
She's 18. She's like, 30 now?
I don't think Ben Affleck would do... We need a guy the guy's name is Jesus in the thing.
Jesus?
How
about that Michael
Christie.
Penis guy? Pena?
Michael Penis?
Yeah, Michael Penis. Pena? Michael Pena? The guy from Ant-Man. You haven't seen...
Pena.
Yeah. He's
no. We can't have any.
What?
There can't. No, we can't have any.
We can't have anyone who isn't white.
I wasn't gonna say that out loud. We can't have any.
Michael Pena would be great.
Non-Americans.
Oh yeah, they're not allowed in the country.
That's right.
Get out of here, Michael Pena.
Canada. I'm thinking. Well, Jesus was an American, so we have to think of.
Jesus wasn't an American.
Maybe
he was Russian.
Maybe like that other Franco guy.
Yeah.
James Franco. With like long hair. And a mustache.
So like Pineapple Express, James Franco.
Maybe. So the couple of them are like
don't remember Pineapple
bank
Express,
robbers. Or Seth Rogen's in it. Seth Rogen could be in it.
He's the third wheel. He's third wheeling
it. Could be the third wheel.
Oh.
So they go to lie low in this bed and breakfast. Well, the couple's all nice, and they walk in and they notice like religious artifacts all over the place.
And they get kind of uncomfortable because of like how present it is, I guess. Because it's like, it's not just like one cross, it's like
the guy's got a crucifix on the wall that is life-size to what Jesus was nailed to, with a fake Jesus nailed to it. Like, that's how they're like a little nervous, and they're getting fed food and stuff. You know, people seem nice.
Yeah.
And they look at them and they're like, wow, look at this couple, she's so pretty, and they're like commenting on how he looks just like Jesus and all this stuff. And he's like, oh, thank you. And
yeah, but he's like, thanks, I guess.
Yeah, he's like,
it's kind of uncomfortable.
Thanks, I guess.
I mean, like, hey, you look like Jesus. I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. And they all go to bed. And so in the middle of the night, the guy's, what would you see? He's like walking around in the dark, skulking. Is that the word?
Sulking, yeah.
He's not
sulking
sad.
around.
He's skulking around. Like they do.
He's kind of rummaging.
He's rummaging around. He sees silverware, so he's taking some spoons and stuff. Sporks. He comes across like maybe a trap door or something, or some sort of false wall.
Trap door. You just have one of those lying around.
The guy's got like a couple of blunderbusses on the wall.
He's got a blunderbuss.
And he touches the blunderbuss and the wall opens up.
Yeah, the blunderbuss kind of like tilts at an angle, and then the wall opens.
Oh, and it's just filled with treasure, with like pirate ship treasure. And the guy's like, holy crap. And he starts to hear some noise. He closes the door. He goes back upstairs.
The whole pirate ship.
Yeah, and then the old guy's like, kind of like, what's going on around here? And he goes upstairs and wakes up Kristen Stewart, who's like sleeping. She's all hot and stuff. And then he's like, hey baby, I got all this treasure. I want this treasure. We got to get those old people. So then, the old people figure out what they're up to, and then there's a series of stuff that happens that I've completely forgotten about. I know there's a dinner scene. But I'm thinking that the young guy has to go back to get the treasure, but he has to be caught somehow.
He ends up like you.
How did this stupid story go?
You're like he goes to take the treasure, and then the old guy has like a blunderbuss, and then he shoots, but he misses. Then the other guy picks up the blunderbuss, but they're both reloading really slowly, so they both have this actually, and it's like a minute-long scene of them like trying to prepare this blunderbuss.
Yes. Could you imagine?
Two people blunderbussing it.
Could you imagine what it would have been like in the old days to have like an action scene where they're chasing each other and they're trying to kill each other, but they're constantly reloading, so they're like running around trees? So yes, there is a scene where all hell breaks loose, and the old man and the young guy are having a blunderbuss duel. The old guy goes to shoot. The young guy hits his gun or something. Then the young guy goes to shoot, but he's got to load the gun. So you're right, they're both loading slowly. And at one point they shoot, but I don't remember anybody getting hit. Maybe the old guy gets hit, I can't remember. But whoa, crap. Okay, that's good.
That's good.
We're gonna have a lot of background noise here.
Oh yeah,
in this thing.
Probably.
But at the same time, Kristen Stewart is being chased by the old lady who's trying to get her. And Kristen Stewart's like screaming, trying to get out of the house. Meanwhile, the old guy and the young guy are fighting and everything. At some point, the old guy maybe knocks the young guy out with something. Maybe he's got... What else do pirates use besides blunderbuss? Do they use a mace or anything?
I don't know.
He might have hit him with a...
Maybe like the butt of the blunderbuss.
You know what? The young guy might have shot the blunderbuss, and it might have shot him back into something, which knocked him out, maybe. That could be possible.
Oh, but then they don't have the blunderbuss off.
They only get one shot, and then they have to reload.
Yeah, and then they're both reloading, and they're like in a small room with like...
So they're doing it quite a few times, but they keep missing each other. Yes. See, Kevin Smith, that would be funny. Wouldn't that be funny?
So he knocks him out, and then what?
Well, he knocks him out.
Yeah, he knocks out the young guy.
Yep.
And he crucifies him, doesn't he?
Some point along the way.
Nails him to the cross.
Oh, yeah. I remember now. I remember.
He nails him to the cross.
No, the old lady gets the young girl.
Yes.
Drags the young girl down into the basement. They're both super happy. Is this the scene?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they're both super happy that they finally found a woman,
suitor
suitable enough for their deformed, deranged, mutant son.
Sloth.
Sleuth.
Why would they call him Sloth?
He's sleuth. What kind of parents? What kind of loving parents would do that?
Sloth.
Come here, you ugly mutant. So they keep him downstairs in a cage because he's like just this mutant. They throw her into the cage with the mutant, lock it up and everything, I think. And I think that's what happens. And she's down there, and there's a scene. Yeah, so she's down there with the mutant. Then the next time we see them all together, there's a dinner scene.
Yeah.
And they bring her upstairs, and she's sitting there, and her boyfriend is nailed to a cross. He's crucified on an actual large cross, and they've got him leaned against the wall. And he's sort of out of it, but he's literally nailed to the cross and tied onto it. And there's a scene where the sloth monster is serving them all. He's like touching the food and stuff, and he's just all gross, and they're all thankful that they can be there with the virgin. They think she's a virgin because they put her in a white robe and stuff, and that's her honeymoon night. That's right. That's her honeymoon night. And he marries them. They do a little marriage ceremony.
Oh yeah.
And Sloth's best man is the guy nailed to the cross, and he says we're so happy to be in the presence of Jesus, and they point to the guy on the cross, and he's like, oh my God, you people are insane.
It's like,
yeah. Do you take this woman to be your lover? And he's like, because he's a mutant, and they're like, do you take him to be? She's like, ah! She screams.
Yeah.
And the mom has to like cover her mouth because she's. And at one point, the sloth needs to get the ring, and he's like hitting the guy on the cross, and he knocks the guy over onto the floor on the cross, and he's got to pick him back up, and it's just a funny scene because he gets knocked over. And then I think they drag her downstairs.
Yeah.
To have her honeymoon with the monster. So she's in the room with the monster.
Yes.
And then the doorbell rings, and there's two police officers, a male and a female.
And they're in search of the young couple. Yeah.
And the old guy's like, oh my God. So he's like, whoa, shit, what's going on here? So meanwhile, all this is happening. The guy on the cross is getting his legs free. His legs are tied up. He gets his legs free. So he's now able to drag the cross around. So he's able to run with his arms tied to a cross through the room. So he wants to get out. In the basement, the girl has found a fork from the mutant's food. She stabs a mutant, maybe in the eyeball or in the nose or something. The mutant's and the mom runs downstairs, and the girl fights him off. So the girl comes up. So the old guy opens up the door.
Yeah.
Behind his back, he has two large blunderbusses, both loaded, both behind his back, because he's ready for anything. This girl goes running out the door right by him. Ah! They're like, what the hell? He pulls up the blunderbusses, blasts the cops but he goes flying 20 feet back.
He dislocates both of his shoulders.
He dislocates both of his shoulders.
And he shoots one of the cops through like a glass window or something.
Yes.
With the blunderbuss.
The cop goes flying. He kills one cop. The female cop's still alive, but he's on the ground. He's inside the house with 2 dislocated shoulders because he's really messed up. And meanwhile, the guy on the cross also goes running by, but he hits the doorway because his arms are extended.
He gets stuck in the doorway because of the cross.
He bounces backwards, and he's got to go through all the doorways sideways, like shimmy through the doors. It's really funny looking.
He's got to kind of like crouch because he's also too tall.
Yeah.
He's got to bend his knees. He's getting splinters, and it's just really inconvenient for him.
Yes. That's why I'd like to see it be Justin Long, because I want to see him be tortured more. I want to see him suffer. So then we have all hell breaks loose.
And then they put him in a walrus suit.
Yes, because the old lady tried to take care of the cop woman. The cop woman, so they're just running around all over the place, and all hell breaks. Yes, exactly. And that's my story, because I kind of don't know how to finish it.
Well, it was like the old lady gets like run over or something.
She might have got run over.
And then I think the sloth guy ends up killing the dude on the cross. But then he's like actually in love with the girl.
I seem to recall
saving her. Then the cop ends up killing the sloth guy.
Yeah. The guy on the cross ended up on the highway getting hit by a semi, and ended up on the front of the semi, still alive. That's what I remember. And the semi is going to Detroit.
That was my
idea. And he's just screaming, "No!" So he ends up sort of getting away, but stuck on the front of a semi, like a hood ornament.
Send him to Detroit.
And yes,
he gets what he deserves.
And the sloth guy dies. You think? I thought the sloth guy lived happily ever after with the girl.
No, I don't know. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. We had many different endings.
Yeah. Well, we had aliens in it at one point, but we kind of took the aliens out because we thought that'd be too ridiculous.
Yeah.
But how about Michael Park's character? Does his arms continue to be dislocated? How does he fight? Does he just kick, or does he pop his arms back in? Could pop them back in.
It's not Mel Gibson.
He ends up being just taken away with the cops.
Sure.
She takes him away.
Sure.
The mutant ends up with the girl.
Oh, maybe the chick cop can be that really tough chick in Resident Evil. The
Mila Jovovich?
No, the other one with the big lips.
Ada Wong.
No, in the first Resident Evil.
The big lips?
Remember the chick who's always the tough chick she was like one of the soldiers.
Michelle Rodriguez.
Yes, there you go. I was like, she has a really generic last name. I couldn't remember. She was
that would be pretty good.
Yeah, there you go.
That would be pretty good. So that's my idea for a movie. I think that kind of a movie, if Kevin Smith could, pay attention to me for 1 second, he would make a killer movie. It'd be really funny. There'd be the horror in it. Right? No.
Horror? It sounds more like a comedy than anything else, which I like, which is good.
Yeah. So that's my idea. Yeah. So subscribe and comment, and if you like my ideas, please
like the video, I guess, and share it.
Yeah.
If you'd like his
make us
ideas,
famous.
Make us
something.
Something. The truck's driving around. Look at that bright lights. Who do you think you are?
Trucks are trucking around.
Trucks keep on trucking.
All right. Bye.
Subscribe.
Yep.